Well, welcome everybody to our Sunday night leadership call. My name is Coach Sonic Jones, and I am here because we tonight actually we're gonna change up our format a little bit. We have something special going on, but I'm not going to run it for you. I'm going to let the man himself tell you all about it. This gentleman has a heart of gold. Is here for the people. Has been putting some things together behind the scenes to make sure that each and every one of us have an opportunity to really, really win and take our business to the next level. He is a multi-millionaire builder in this industry, has done it for many, many years, knows 100 facts, and is here to share it with everybody, and just loves having fun. And I appreciate his friendship as well as his mentorship. So with that being said, Coach Will Zanders, are you ready, sir?
I am here, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
Coming through loud and clear, champ. Take it away. The call is yours.
Roger that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much for all that you do for the team and for the company as a whole, man. Thank you for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have heard, we've been on Zooms and lives all day today, so we're going to try to make this quick. We're going to go through a little bit of information. We completed the first draft, but before I get started, Las Vegas 2024, is it Sonic Vegas.com or Vegas Coach? Give them the rundown, Coach. Give them the address where they can go to and get information on the next event.
Las Vegas will be last weekend in October. You can register at vegas.coachsonic.com.
All right, so I need to know. Thank you, Coach. So for those of y'all who want to meet us all in person, it's going to be amazing. Recognition is going to be through the roof, and we're going to be coming off the heels of our 90-day run that we just announced today that starts tomorrow. So the purpose of this particular live tonight as a learning resource for those people who have been drafted to teams, which I'm very excited about. We're going to talk about a little bit of coaching, some mindset stuff, and really get into what points count for what on a weekly basis. Now, the first week of the 90-day run, it's going to be a very, very simple assignment for everybody, and it's going to let you know who's who in the zoo, and it's super simple, okay? The first week of the assignment, I'll talk about that in a second. The next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be the points and the point totals for all our daily activities, and those are going to be starting in week 2. So you do have a week to get this stuff all figured out, what points, get your daily mode of operations in. You got a week to get that done. The complicated assignments do not start until week 2, which is going to be on July 8th, okay? So the first week's going to be simple. Everybody's going to have a great time doing it. It's simple, get it over with, and that'll let you know who's who in the zoo. That being said, let's just go through a couple of mindset things. When you're evaluating yourself as a member of your teams or a member of you're a builder and you just want to build your business, you're going to be looking at certain characteristics. And in fact, what I'm going to do, I have notes. Let me hop off the camera so I can make sure that I stay on track for these notes. And that's the only way we ever get out of here on time. Okay, there we go. This is my fault. I talk too much. And so we're going to be talking about your ability to retail product. You probably want to write that down on a scale of 1 to 5. How good am I at retailing product, getting product into the marketplace with customer sales of people who do not want to be involved in the business? This is customers. How good am I at retailing product? The next thing you want to ask yourself is, how good am I at recruiting on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 being a 0, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the top. A top skill set. How good am I at recruiting? How good am I at getting people to evaluate and close and join my business as a team member? The next thing you're going to be looking at is your leadership skills. How good are you at training, coaching, and leading? Okay, if you're not good at those things, you might want to get a book on that. Watch some YouTube videos on leadership, on motivation, on influence, and you can get your abilities up. I'll say that again. If you're not good at leadership yet and you want to get better, you want to get your score from a 1 to a 3 or a 3 to a 4 or a 2 to a 5, you want to go ahead and watch YouTube videos on motivation, leadership, influence, or read some audiobooks on books like that, books by John Maxwell and things of that nature. Next up, you're going to be looking at your engagement as far as your activity level in previous initiatives. How engaged have you been from a track record standpoint? From a track record standpoint, ladies and gentlemen, people are always watching you. They're watching your results. They're watching how consistent you are. Do they know you because you're a builder, because you're participating, because you're active, because you're trying to recruit and trying to retail and introducing people to the team? Or have you just kind of been, kind of bump on the log in it and things of that nature? So you have to ask yourself, How good am I at recruiting? How good am I at retailing? How good of a leader or a teacher or a coach am I? How organized am I? And what is my engagement? Not social media engagement so much as I mean, what is my track record? Have I ever done a home meeting? Have I ever been to an event? Do I get on Zooms and Facebook Live sometimes or no times? I mean, you got to really think about your engagement. And last but not least, your rank. Okay, the current rank that you have combined with your highest achieved rank. What is your average rank? The average rank is your highest rank achieved combined with your average rank. What is your rank in the business, be it HBN or GoDasana or both? What is your rank? And just to be fair, the ranks are a lot easier to achieve in GoDasana. GoDasana Silver is probably the equivalent of an HBN Bronze because the HBN levels are admittedly harder to achieve than the GoDasana rank. So your rank, and when you look at those categories, ask yourself, what type of recruit are you? Am I a 1-star recruit? And you're talking to yourself about yourself. Am I a 2-star recruit? Because I gave you 5 categories, and each category has a star. Okay, what is my rank? Like how much about the pay plan and rank and structure, and your rank is going to be a combination of all of those activities. Okay, so if you a captain on a scale of a 4 or a 5 as far as your ability to retail product, your historical sales data, all right, that's a star. If you're a 4 or a 5 in recruitment ability, if you're a 4 and a 5 in leadership, coaching, and teaching, influence, motivation, are you a 4 or 5 in consistency and track record? Okay, and are you a 4 or 5 in your rank? If you are a 4 or a 5 in all 5 categories, you are what we would call a 5-star recruit. And the great thing about you being a 5-star recruit or becoming a 5-star recruit and taking it seriously is you will attract 5-star recruits. People will want to work with you, okay, a lot more than if you're a 1 or a 2-star recruit, because it tells them that you're not a well-balanced business builder yet. Okay, so that's the next thing I want you to write down. I know you got those 5 categories down. The next thing I want you to write down is the magic word in network marketing. The magic word is yet. Y-E-T, yet. I may not be a top builder yet, okay? But as soon as I become a top builder, a 5-star recruit in my mind, it is only a matter of time before those 5-star thoughts become 5-star words. It's only a matter of time if I start talking it, I'm either going to start taking some 5-star action or people are going to look at me crazy. Okay, like this person is words are totally out of proportion to their actions. And I don't think that anybody here can talk about being a 5-star recruit for a certain amount of time and not start taking action toward that. So after you start thinking like a 5-star, you will start talking like a 5-star. And if you just keep talking to yourself like you're a 5-star, you're going to start taking 5-star action, and 5-star action is going to lead to 5-star habits. Okay, 5-star action leads to 5-star habits, and your habits are what determines your destiny in this industry. Ladies and gentlemen, your weight right now, however much you weigh, is not an indication of what you ate today or yesterday. It is an indication of your nutrition and dietary habits for the last 6 months and the last 6 years. Your bank balance, whatever your bank balance is today, it is not a reflection of what you did investment-wise or savings-wise or spending-wise in the last 2 days. It is a reflection of your spending, money-making, and savings habits over the last 6 months and the last 6 years. Everything you have in your life right now is a time-delayed indicator of what your habits are. Okay, so if you want a 5-star life, it cannot go directly to 5-star life. You have to start with 5-star thoughts. And this is why the TV is so poisonous a lot of times. This is why the people that you with, you got to set boundaries for the next 90 days. Some of y'all are being held back because people in your life are speaking 1-star thoughts over your life, their life, and everybody else's. You have to have 5-star thoughts that will lead to 5-star words, that will inevitably lead to 5-star action. And if you persist, even when you don't want to, in the 5-star actions, you will develop 5-star habits. And when you have 5-star habits, it is just a matter of time before you have a 5-star destiny, 5-star life, 5-star results. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you may not be there yet, but you got to use that word. Never say anything negative about yourself. But if you ever catch yourself doing it, add the word yet, and it will minimize the damage that you're doing to yourself until you start to believe your own hype. Okay? The Bible says, thou shalt not bear false witness. You notice that the Bible doesn't say, thou shalt not tell a lie? You ever notice that? It's weird. Lying is not the same as false witness. I lie to myself every day. I've lied to myself every day for the past 10, 12, 15 years. I'm $1 million earner in network marketing. I never posted that before I was. I never told anybody that I was when I wasn't. That's called bearing false witness, because you're giving false testimony to another individual. But when I talk to myself in the mirror every day, oh, I know for sure I'm a top earner in network marketing. I'm a top 1% earner in network marketing. I'm $1 million earner in network marketing. Even when I was in my 1-bedroom apartment and I was behind on rent, and the dang landlord will be coming around, and I'll be like hiding, like low key, like, I hope you don't see me because he's polite. He's just gonna ask for that money. I ain't got it. I would tell myself, I would lie to myself, telling myself, man, I'm wealthy. When I close my eyes at night, I was closing my eyes in 5-star hotels around the world. When I closed my eyes, going to sleep in my 1-bedroom funky little apartment in Denham Springs, Louisiana, with no money, no time, divorced and still living check to check, too much month at the end of the money. When I closed my eyes, I was falling asleep. Listen, if you are in the Venetian in Las Vegas and in the presidential suite, or you are in your little 1-bedroom, whatever it is you got, when you lay down in that bed and close your eyes, it's all the same. Your eyes don't know the difference when you cut the lights out, close your eyes, and go to bed. That is the best time for you to saturate your subconscious mind. Some of y'all need to just fall asleep praying and believing. Just fall asleep praying and believing. I kid you not. You'll start dreaming about the stuff you want, all right? You'll start dreaming about the stuff you want, and shockingly, you'll have it a lot faster if you do that. That's probably the most important thing I'll tell you in this call. You start falling asleep praying and receiving and believing that you're already without a vision, the people will perish. The real vision is in your mind. The real vision is when you close your eyes. Notice the Bible didn't say without sight, the people will perish. Without vision, you get something. After you write it down, close your eyes, you got to start seeing what you really want and fall asleep in that state of mind. If you do not do that, you are wasting one of the most valuable opportunities for manifesting answered prayer in your life. When you fall asleep, it is one of the greatest opportunities you have to commune with God and get your prayers answered. I tell you that from personal experience. I didn't have to read that in a book. I didn't have to see it happen to somebody else. It happened to me. It's been happening to me. I'm telling you, as a walking, talking testimony, the Bible says, don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. You do not need to be getting ready for bed angry at nobody or no thing. Let it go and focus on what you want when you close your eyes and keep thinking about it, feel it, smell it, as many of your senses as you can involve in your go to sleep process. Start to do the scents, the smells, touch the Venetian leather in your mind as you fall asleep, and do not be attached to the method of how it occurs. Do not be attached to the method of how it occurs. It will happen in ways and means that are beyond our understanding. I think God takes great pride and joy in that. Just they think it's going to happen this way, but watch, let me do this and see if they understand that it's really not their own power getting this stuff done. All right. So that's something that you can understand. Ladies and gentlemen, next thing I want you to write down, this is just me personally. I have never sold a product. I have never sold a product. And I'll tell you what I've done a lot of. I have shared products I believe in with people that I care about. That is a huge mindset, a huge paradigm shift that I had to have in this business. I share products I believe in with people that I care about. And that mindset has got me over 50,000 sales in the course of my network marketing career. You look at my organizations, over 50,000 sales. And that was, I probably should have quit 50,000 sales ago, listening to people who were not at the level that I wanted to be in this world. So I don't sell product. I share product I believe in with people that I care about. We got over 200 products with the Green Organics family of companies. If you can't find one product you believe in And then the second piece to the recruiting, the retailing puzzle, if you can't share that with people that you care about, you either have not even tried our products, because they are universe class products, not even world class. You could put our products on the moon and they'll help people. Okay. We have universe level products, but if you don't have anybody in your life you care enough to share these products with, that's what you need to work on. There's just nobody you care enough. If you're not sharing black seed oil with people and the line and our new deodorant or Slimmer Max or Mind, Body, and Soul fulvic acid, if you're not prosperity, if you're not sharing new products with people, you don't care if they live long and healthy or die young and sick. Your pride about what people think about you is preventing you from sharing these life-changing, transformational products with people. And if you knew me and you didn't share these products with me, it would immediately tell me that you don't care about me. Because if you cared about me, you would at least have gave me an opportunity to say no to Mind, Body, Soul. You would at least have given me the opportunity to say no to black seed oil. Let me at least give me the chance to be stupid. Don't deprive me of the opportunity for me to be an idiot. At least let me decide if I want to die young and sick or not. Because it's almost a guarantee without the right health stuff going on. Nowadays, it's almost a guarantee that you're going to check out early if you don't do anything to be proactive about your health. So if there are people you care about in this world, you definitely want to share products you believe in with people that you care about. And I'll say this, because I'm a fan of books. I'm a fan of training and coaching and education, of learning what to say and how to say it. We teach a lot of that, but this is what I know. If you're passionate and you believe in the products and you care about the person, it is very difficult to say the wrong thing to the right person. It is hard. Don't let that be an excuse to not share with people. And here's my favorite part. It is almost impossible to say the right thing to the wrong person. If it ain't for them, it's going to not be for them if you are me talking to them or you talking to them. If it ain't for them, it ain't for them. But at least you gave them the option. And that's the number one thing that you can do. Please, next up, write these letters down. READ. READ. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do need to read or at least listen to audiobooks to get our skill set down. But those words stand for recruit or retail. That's the R, either one. Recruit or retail. Okay. Educate is the E. Educate, activate is the A, and duplicate is the D. Recruit, educate, activate, duplicate. In that order, over the next 90 days, once you get past the retailing phase of your product, which is early on, you're going to want to be recruiting about 80% and retailing about 20%. Your recruiting is going to take a significant step up when you understand that people you recruit generate more volume than customers, and people you recruit are customers too. So when you reach someone and you recruit them or you retail them, you educate them at that point. Once they join, the learning process just starts. That's the beginning of the learning process. And then you start educating them after they are in the business. They'll get a little bit of information when it's time for them to join, but the right person at the right time is going to join. If it's the right person at the right time in their life, they're going to buy or they're going to join. And you want to educate them at that point. All right. And once you educate them, then you activate them. You get them to launch their business after you've done some education, because there's nothing worse than a person running out into the field with no education, not knowing what they're going to do. And that's how they get their face ripped off by friends and family, because they never got educated on how to talk to people. Running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Join my business, buy my stuff. Join my business, buy my stuff. It's not a scam, I promise. Who talks like that? Okay, so what you want to do is get educated, then activate, and they're going to get some results because they know what they're doing. And once they get some results, then you duplicate. All they have to do is the exact same things they already did. Okay, once you duplicate, the person's going to recruit or retail. They're going to educate the person. They're going to activate the person, help them launch their business till they get there too, help them build the business. Then they're going to duplicate. Okay. Yeah, basically that's it. Recruit or retail, educate, activate, duplicate. That is the method. There's a bunch of different techniques within that, but you only need to learn one or two that really work for you and stick with that for the next 90 days. Okay. Another thing I'll tell you, your team will grow to the level of the leader's skill sets and mindsets. If your team isn't growing, it's probably because you're not growing. Okay. Your team will only grow to the level of skill sets and mindsets of the leadership. If the leaders ain't making sacrifices, the team will not be able to follow the example of making sacrifices. If the leader's not at least attending events or promoting calls, the team will never attend events or promote calls. If the leader's not using products and excited about the products and is a fan of the brand, the team will not be a fan of the brand or excited about using products. They're only going to do what you duplicate. They're only going to do what you do. If you're at 25 BV, you're never going to build a team at 100 BV. It's impossible. There's no integrity there, okay? So let me give you one more mindset that will really, put a 1 in the chat if y'all are getting value from this. This really wasn't scripted. I really just wanted to go with the point totals, but I just feel like this needs to be said. And the reason why I want you to understand these mindsets and to also understand the skill sets is because the most important part of a missing car, the most important part of a car, the most valuable part of the car is the part that's missing. Okay, if you don't have the keys, the car is worthless. One day you might have the keys, but if you don't have a steering wheel, the car is worthless. You could have the steering wheel and the key. If you don't have a carburetor, the car is worthless. Or everything in the car is perfect, but if you don't have a battery, the car is worthless. If you got a car and you got the battery, but you don't have the back right tire, the car is worthless. Like whatever piece is missing is the most important piece of the car. It's the same thing in your network marketing business. Whatever is whatever piece you're missing, whatever piece is preventing you from being a well-balanced network marketer, a well-balanced MLMer, whatever piece is missing is the most important piece. If you don't know how to close, that's the most important piece. If you don't know how to retail product, that's the most important piece. If you don't know how to follow up or start somebody off right, the most important piece. Whatever piece is missing is the piece you need to make sure that you build this next 90 days. So yes, double down on your strengths. It got you this far, but whatever piece you're missing, prospecting, lead generation, inviting, presenting, closing, following up, starting your new distributors off right, promoting events. We got an event coming up August 31st in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're within 4 or 5 hours of that, I would recommend you be there. If not, more 6 to 8 hours, that's a little too far. I respect it. If you got to get on a plane, you might not, that really ain't for you. Okay, save that energy for Las Vegas. Okay, the last weekend in October. The point is, you have to make sure that you're a well-balanced rep and promoting events, attending events, or at least getting your team to go to the events if it's not too far away from them. That is a skill that you may be missing. Okay, so whatever is missing is the most important piece of the network marketing puzzle that you need to get. Okay, now the last mindset we'll share before we move on to the scoring, which is why we all hopped on tonight, is that I do not sell product. I share product I believe in, people that I care about, and I don't recruit. Okay, I don't recruit in a traditional sense. Do I sign up a lot of people? Of course. Do the people I sign up have better success than they have ever previously? Sure. But when I say I don't recruit, it means that I understand two things. Number one, I understand the word pre-sold. I understand the word pre-sold. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were to ask a room full of 100 people if they want to make more money or less money on a monthly basis, most people, if they're being honest, would say yes. If you were to ask a room full of people, if they're being honest, would they be willing to invest somewhere between $50 and $80 a month to realize their dream retirement sooner? If it's worth it to them to invest between $50 and $80 a month in their health, is it worth it for them to invest, call it $50 to $100, doesn't matter, any amount. Is it worth it to them to invest $50 to $100 a month to invest that in their health if it means that they could achieve their dream retirement 5, 10, 15, 20 years sooner? Everybody would say yes. People are pre-sold on what we do. If you ask people, do you want to grow elderly and just maintain a beautiful skin as you age, or do you want to fall asleep listening to your skin wrinkle? If you were to ask somebody that, they're going to tell you, do you want to be overweight your whole life, or do you want to turn your body into a fat burning machine? They're going to tell you. If you say, do you want to, feel and look 50, or do you want to, look 40 and feel like you're 21 again, only with better judgment? Okay. Do you want to have the energy of your 21-year-old self, only with better judgment? You can ask these questions, and people are what? Pre-sold. They want what we have. They want the health products. They want the testimonials. They want the lifestyle. They want the commissions. They want everything that we got. And then they talk to you and they say no. So before you talk to them, okay, they want everything I just named, and that's everything that we got, and they're willing to spend the money on a monthly basis to invest in their own health to achieve their dream retirement sooner. But then they talk to you, and now they say, no, I don't want to do it. Pyramid scheme, network marketing. What are you talking about? That won't work. I ain't got the money. What? So that lets you know, A, we have to work on our skills because people are pre-sold. But here's the second word. This word will change your whole life. You will understand recruiting, just like we kind of broke sales down for you and made you understand that it's just sharing products that you like with people that you care about, honestly, sharing products you believe in with people that you care about. This next word after the word pre-sold, this word will change your life. And the word is posture. The word is posture, ladies and gentlemen. Posture is the vehicle to diamond. Posture is the vehicle to diamond 100%. I don't recruit people. I ask questions. I ask questions. When someone joins me, they're typically locked in. Why? Because it's very organic. And when I say I ask questions, I ask questions like this. Well, when it comes down to making extra money, are you married to your job, or do you keep your options open? When it comes to making extra money, are you married to your job, or do you keep your options open? When I ask people that question, they're going to say one or two things. Nope, I'm not open to anything. I hate everything. I love my job. I'm married to it. I'm going to die a Los Angeles Laker. I love this job so much. Sound good to me, LeBron. Sound good to me, buddy. But most people will say, you know what? I'm not married to my job. I like it. I mean, it pays the bills, but I'm not married to it. What you got? And then it's as easy as sending a video. Great, look, I got to run. I'm sure you're busy. Would it be okay if I sent you a short video with some details about a project I'm working on? I think it's going to make a lot of money. Would it be open? If they say, yes, I keep my options open, what you got? I say, great, listen, I'm busy. I got to do a conference call. I'm sure you got to run. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to get home. Got to, paint the cat, walk the dog, figure stuff out, whatever it is. I got to run. Would it be okay if I sent you a short video with some details about a project I'm working on? I think it's going to make a lot of money. I'm very confident it's going to make a lot of money. Well, what is it, man? Look, it's all on the video. Would it be okay if I sent it to you? I can send you a link right now, and I got to run. And it's the posture. Okay, you got to have the posture to know that you're doing something for someone. You're not doing something to someone. Okay, it's the posture. I'm talking to a gentleman a little bit later this evening. He's watching a couple of videos. And when I talk to him again, I'm going to ask him what he liked best about what he saw, but provided that he enjoys what he saw, he wants to join, I'm not going to let him join just yet. My posture is, tell me why you're looking to get started in a home business. See, a lot of people, especially early in my career, I'm sure some of I'm sure none of y'all have ever done this. It's probably just me, but you're so ready to sign people up or recruit people to retail a product, you never slow down the process long enough because you're in control, you're driving the car, to ask them questions like, okay, it might be a good fit for you. We'll figure it out. I'm sure we're still going through the information gathering phase. Why do you even want to start a home-based business? Why do you even want to make $5,000 a month working from home? Just kind of tell me, not being disrespectful, but what makes you interested in starting, or why would you want to get started with a home-based business? Why would you want to work from home and make $10,000 a month? Just kind of let me know some reasons why you're even interested in an opportunity like this. Okay. I'm more so interviewing people than I am recruiting them, because I know the value I'm bringing to the table. And it's not about my results. It's not about the $1 million of earnings or the, $50, $100 million in sales over the last 10, 12 years. Nothing like that. I know that I am going to outwork even that person for their success. They don't know that yet, and I don't have to tell them that. They feel it. In my heart of hearts, deep down, I know that I will sacrifice the requisite sacrifice and put forth the requisite work to not only get myself to the finish line, but to get them to the finish line too, if they're coachable and teachable. So I know the amount of value I bring to the table. I don't have to say it. The energy, your vibration, your energy, your spirit, man, will speak volumes of you before you ever get in the room. Okay? So I'm more so interviewing people. And if I ask them, check out a video and they don't watch it, I already know they're not coachable or teachable. Okay? If I say, hey, read the first 4 chapters of this book, let me know when you're done, and they don't, I know they're not coachable or teachable. So that's going to be a waste of my time. I know that. So I already know that 70% of people are going to die broke. I already know that. So since 70% of people are going to die broke, according to insurance company statistics, I'm automatically thinking, yeah, this person probably won't make it. But Will, they're so talented. I know, but 7 out of 10 people fail. So I don't have to tell them that. I personally am not going to get emotionally invested in them. And that is going to be the posture of which I'm speaking. But if they read the books or watch the videos within the time frames that I asked, I know that they're coachable or teachable. I know they really want it. And that's a person I can pour into. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay, good. We could stop the call right there, but let's get to these points. Now, with the particular points, point totals and everything that we're doing. Let me see, where did I put that at? Did it break it up into different sections? That would be stupid. I guess it did break it up into different sections. Yeah, it sure did. Okay, no worries. Okay. All right. So with the particular point totals, the first week assignment for everybody who's on the team starting tomorrow is that everybody on the team that is on a team, got drafted to a team, your simple assignment the first week, and then you have a complicated assignment I'll tell you about in the second week. But the first week's assignment is simply for you to do as an individual a total of 50 exposures. Your first week. You have until next Sunday night at 8:00 p.m. as an individual who was drafted, captains included, you have to do 50 exposures. Now, an exposure does not mean get even 1 sign up. You'll probably get some product sales and probably get a couple people to sign up if you do 50 exposures. But if you don't, it's okay, because you can't control them saying yes or no. All you can do is control your level of activity. And I can tell you right now, if you've never done 50 exposures in a 7-day period, I'm about to define. Yeah, I'm about to. If you cannot do, if you've never done 50 exposures in a 7-day period, okay, you've never launched your business. Okay. If you've never done 50 exposures in a 7-day period, I can tell you right now, you have never launched your business. So when I say an exposure, it is making sure that a person got the full story about the products or the business or both. If someone watches a recording of Coach Marcus's webinar on HBN, that's an exposure. I just have to follow up to confirm that they watch it. They can say no. I personally don't care. If they say no, they're missing out, not me. So that's an exposure. If you give someone a product and they try a product, even if they don't like it and never buy it, that's an exposure. If you get someone to watch a video on Black Seed Oil, or someone to watch a video on a Detox Divas recording or live, it doesn't matter. If they watch the entire Detox Diva video and they say, you know what, I don't want to buy none of these products. I like being fat and sick. I get more attention from my family when I'm fat and sick. I don't want to be lean and healthy. That's crazy. I don't want that. Then my kids wouldn't visit me as much. They like me when I'm sick. They always come check on me. Then cool. But that's an exposure. Okay. If you ask someone to buy a product in your hot market, hey, do me a favor, support me with a one-time order, I really appreciate it. And the person says no, guess what? That's still an exposure, because you expose them to the opportunity. You expose them to the opportunity to do business with you or possibly buy a product. And if they didn't want to do that, that's on them. Okay. Now, some of you are going to knock out, 5 exposures a day and wrap it up on the weekend. Some of y'all are going to do 50 the next 2 days and get it over with. And that's that. But that is the first assignment, is you will officially launch your business or relaunch your business. I'm doing 50. I've done 50 exposures so many times. I'm doing it again, because why not? 50 exposures within a week. Okay, you got till Sunday at midnight to get that done. If you don't, you are cut from the team. Now, let's be fair. There is no way that I can verify that you've done 50 exposures, but guess what? Your captains can have that conversation with you. So for every exposure that it can be a video, it can be, let me go to the comments. I see we got questions in here. It can be checked. If they get access to the video but refuse to watch, yeah, that's on them. That's on them. It can be checking out a website, but Chelsea, I want to make sure when I say check out that they're actually looking at the website, and if they decide not to buy, so be it. But as long as they saw it, and not when I say see it, for example, I could go buy 100 leads tomorrow, and I could send the leads a text message with my website in there. They might open it, they might look at it, and then just close it. But there was no real exposure. Yeah, technically somebody saw it, but that's a low-level type of communication. We want to make sure it's a legit exposure. And in your heart, guess what? You know if it is or if it's not. And I say that for everybody. So basically what you want to do as captains, just for this first week's assignment, you want to make sure that you have your team put in there. And team, make it easy on your captains. Do not turn in the list until the list is done. And it should be 50 people, the first name, the last initial, okay, or the first initial and last name, in case you got two people with the same stuff. And then you want to make sure that you type all that up, and then you submit it to your team captain and have it organized. It can be in Excel, or it could just be a Facebook message with the 50 names in there. And then next to it, put the method by which you expose the business. You can put, they tried a sample. You can say, you know, they watched the video or said they would at least. So social media, Facebook, I met him in person for coffee. It is what it is, okay? We're not, you can keep track of the next number, but we're not keeping track of how many people enroll or buy product. That's good. Keep track of that for your own records, but we're not worried about that for scoring for this first week. We just want you to launch your business. Most network marketers do not do 50 exposures in their whole career. Most network marketers do not do 50 exposures in a full year of business. They do 5 and then they quit. You're going to do 50 within a week, and it's a lot easier than what you think. Read receipts do not count only because a read receipt doesn't mean that they were exposed to the business, okay? We want to make sure that we say they got exposed to the business. Stephanie, we just had the draft. We do have free agency tomorrow. People who want to be assigned to a team, okay? People who want to be assigned to a team need to be in the accountability group. If you're not in the accountability group and you want to be on a free agent roster for tomorrow, message me directly after this, and I'll send you the details for that. Otherwise, you can just do this stuff on your own or put together a team that's not in the accountability group. Totally up to you, okay? So that's what an exposure is. A read receipt just means that you can tell if they saw your Facebook message or not, or they saw your cell phone text message or video message or not. All right, that's that. Okay, so that's your first week assignment. Now we go on into the scoring for week 2. Okay, we go into the scoring for week 2, and this we'll go over this again for week 2. It's going to be here on the recording. These are the point totals and what they are. If you sell a product, if someone buys a product, all right, at 10 BV with GoDasana or 25 BV with HBN, you get 25 points for selling a product, okay? There are bonus points at the 50 BV level and the 100 BV level, okay? So for every product sold, if you, on HBN side, if it's 25 BV, you get 25 points. GoDasana has a different price point. We can't change that. It is what it is. It's 10 BV to get active, but you get 25 points if you get a 10 BV product. At GoDasana, there are no bonus points for a 25 BV order, other than you get paid more, so that's great. But with GoDasana or HBN, if you get a 50-point order, you're going to get 50 bonus points. If you get a 100 BV order, you will get 100 bonus points, okay? So if you get a 100 BV order, that is going to be 125 points. If you get a 50 BV order with either company, that is going to be 75 points. If you get a 10 BV order or a 25 BV order, that will be 25 points. There are no bonuses for 75 BV or 99 BV. The bonuses are at 50 and 100 with both companies. The only difference is that a 10 BV GoDasana order will net you 25 points, the way a $25 HBN order will net you 25 points. But Will, it's easier to do with GoDasana. No, with HBN, you have a free gift card program, and that is the great equalizer. That is the great balancer. You have a website called literally hbngiftcard.com/your number, and that free $25 gift card will help you get orders. There is no free gift card program with GoDasana, so it all evens out anyway, and that's retailing. Now for recruiting, okay, recruiting, it is identical as retailing. There are no additional points. Oh, I'm gonna go sign up people recruiting because I'm gonna get more points for that. No, a person could go to the top with all customer sales, the same way a person can go to the top with all recruiting. Okay, if you recruit someone with HBN at 25 BV, that's 25 points. If you recruit someone with GoDasana with 10 BV, that's 25 points. If one of those people is a 50 BV order, you get the extra 50 bonus points to make it 75 points. If a person signs up at 100 BV order, okay, you are going to get 100 bonus points, making it 125. Do not add the point totals until the person's order has gone through. Oh, I recruited somebody today, they did 100 BV order, they did a whole kit. Okay, cool. Oh, it's on auto ship. They're gonna get it when they get paid. And then I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's not gonna come out on auto ship. They're never gonna get paid, and those points shouldn't even been awarded. So do not put points on the board for retailing or recruiting until the actual work has been done. Okay, that's how it is. There are 10 points for completing any training modules. All right. So if you're in the Green Organics influencer group and some other groups, for every once in a while, Coach Kim and/or Coach Marcus, and rarely myself, but usually Coach Kim, Coach Marcus, and some others will produce modules. Okay, modules of content that you can complete, and they're set up in an educational classroom style format in the Facebook groups. If you complete a module, okay, the day you complete it, you get 10 points. All right, so that's that. All right, completing a module is 10 points. If you attend a team meeting, like a Zoom or this leadership call, or the Buzz, or Detox Divas, or the weekly hangout, if you attend a team meeting or conference call online or on the phone or however that is, you get 10 points for attending. Okay, for every guest, okay, or every team member that you have attending, all right, there's an additional 10 points, but not as far as, I don't want you to think that, oh, well, I'm with team hyper supremacy, and technically my whole team was on, so that's 10 points for me plus 10 points for them. No, I'm talking about prospects and people who are not involved with your actual 90-day run team, because they're going to be doing the stuff. I'm talking about prospects and unengaged team members on the periphery that we're trying to get re-engaged again. So you'll get 10 points for every prospect, and you'll get 10 points for every team member. I mean, every non-90-day run team member. If someone watches a replay, okay, if you watch a replay of a team meeting, okay, you get 5 points. If somebody in your team didn't catch it live, but they watch a replay and you can confirm that they watch it, they get you get 5 points for them. Now, for our international team members, the UK, Canada, Hawaii, Trinidad, Tobago, so on and so forth, even if they watch a replay, they're going to get 10 points, full points, because the time differences are so different. Sometimes it's nearly impossible to be up at the same time that the meetings are going on, because all the meetings are US based except for one or two. So our international team members will get more points for attending replays than domestic team members. All right. Your daily affirmations. Okay, you get 10 points for doing your daily affirmations at morning or night, doesn't matter. I do both just because, but it's 10 points for affirmations. Build that into a habit, and that's something that you have to share with your captains during your accountability check-in, your virtual accountability check-in. We'll talk about that again later. But you get 10 points for doing your affirmations in there, and this is not necessarily for individuals as much as it is for you to really promote to your team, especially your 90-day run team, because affirmations, they'll change your life. They will change your life in ways that you cannot comprehend. All right. There are 15 points for studying a product and sharing key features in the Green Organics customer group and or your personal Facebook page. All right. So you can get 15 points for sharing a post in the Green Organics testimonial group. And again, it's 15 points for studying a product and sharing key features in the Green Organics customer group. Okay. If you have testimonials, you can share those in the customer group as well for 15 points. Sharing a testimonial in the Green Organics customer group is 15 points. All right. If you share a product, hold on, let me go check. See where the questions are at. Any questions? Any questions? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me okay. Yeah, there will be a breakdown sheet. Put a 1 in the chat. There we go. Yeah, Jessica, she's noticed the difference since doing the affirmations. Yeah, affirmations are great. All right, thank y'all. We're good. We're still good. Okay. So next up, with your 15 points for sharing a testimonial or sharing a product and the key features online, you can share it on your personal page too. You can share that in other groups online. But when you share, that is 15 points. All right. Now remember, our first week, and I'm going to come back to points in a second. Just let me backtrack a little bit. Our first week, we're doing 50 total exposures. A lot of those can be done hot market. A lot of them can be done social media. The rest of them can be done with a business announcement text, which is great. A business announcement text is simply when you send a text message to people in your cell phone about a new product or opportunity or something like that. Very, very simple. We talked about it on the training call. You're not asking them to buy, sell, or join when you use a business announcement text. All you're doing is, hey, Marcus, it's Will. Can you do me a favor? Please share this link with anybody you know who really cares about their health. And Marcus is either going to share it or he's going to look at it himself. But either way, I know he's exposed. I can't count it as an exposure until I confirm that he saw it. So you may have to go through the numbers before somebody reaches back out and says, hey, I see what y'all doing over there. That's fine. But that's a business announcement text. Hey, so-and-so, could you please do me a small favor? Can you share this link with anybody you know who's looking to make extra money? Or can you share this link with anybody you know who really cares about their health? Can you share this link with anybody you know who drinks coffee or tea at least occasionally? Anything like that. And that will count if they respond back or if you follow up and get them to respond back. But that's a great starter point in a business announcement text to really get to your 50 exposures, all right? Now, on a daily basis, if you prospect, as in reach out to 5 people about the business or the product, even if they say no, you get 10 points for that. So reaching out to at least, and this is all week 2, this is all week 2 stuff, all right? If you reach out to 5 customers or recruits in any 24-day period, you get 10 points, even if they don't join, even if they don't want to watch a video. If you honestly can say that you did reach out to 5 customers about product or distributors about making money, whatever it is, 5 potential reach outs, 5 reach outs will get you 10 points. If you reach out to 10 customer or recruits within a certain day, even if they say no, okay, you get 20 points for reaching out to 10 customers or recruits, all right? Next up, follow-ups. You get 10 points for each follow-up you do, but it's a 20-point max per day, all right? 20 points maximum on follow-ups per day, all right? Follow-ups are very important, but we only have a 2-step maximum for follow-ups. I'm just not a fan of following up with people for more than following up with people more than twice. I don't do that. I don't see the purpose in that, okay? Next up, 10 points for creating and sharing promotional content on social media, all right? Now, let me say this. When I say creating and sharing promotional content, this is not the same as you just throwing up a post, okay? Throwing up a post. These are actually putting out, again, some of you, I know some of y'all, have really got savvy and able to make promotional content using AI and this, that, and the third. That's awesome. But my personal recommendation for some of you, not everybody, but for some of you, is to reach out to Elizabeth Harper. You can also reach out to Callie Noble and ask them about any graphics packages that they have. Like I know one that I bought a graphic, and I'm not telling y'all to do this, but I bought a graphics package from Elizabeth for a significant amount, several $100s. And it was the best, deal I've ever made as far as, graphics and opportunity to get these graphics. And there's a bundle about how much, you may need 3 or 4 different graphics. All right, I want to post 1 per week for the next 12 weeks. All right, give me a good deal, Elizabeth, on 12 promotional graphics I need 1 for black seed oil, 1 for apple cider vinegar, 1 for Align, and 1 for, what I'm saying? You can really sort that out. Okay, it's no different with Coach Callie. Coach Callie, I've seen your graphic because Coach Callie and Coach Elizabeth made graphics that we use today. You grab Coach Callie, can you send me some of your graphics? I just want to check that you already made. I just want to check some out. And here's what these ladies are not going to do. They are never going to send you a blank graphic without a name on it. What you're not going to do is take advantage of their services and say, I want to get some graphics. You can make them on your own, by the way. make them on your own. I'm totally with that. You can just go to Google Images, whatever you want to do. But if you want professional level stuff, what you're not going to do is say, hey, just send me a blank graphic and pay the price for it, because what you're not about to do is take advantage of their time, money, energy, and effort in their business, and then just share one graphic with your whole team. And all y'all just put your name on it. We're not going to do that. We don't do that over here. We're not cheap people. We don't rob our own. That's crazy. We don't do all that stuff. If they ever send you a graphic, it is going to be personalized to you. So the point, if you just get a wild hair and you want to be unscrupulous and put a name over it, it's going to look so stupid. You shouldn't even post it. Don't even do that. And that's on purpose. They didn't even want to do it like that. I'm telling that because I appreciate the level of skill that they bring to what we're doing. All right. And I'm going to mention some other people. Reach out to them, ask them for a copy or two of what they do. And their prices are great. Their prices are reasonable. They always have something in your budget. And the graphics will take your business to another level. I use them all the time, period, point blank, end of story, okay? No, I don't get paid to say that. It's just the truth, and it's gonna help you grow your business. So every time you post or share promotional content, even if you make it your own on social media, you get 10 points, okay? Now, if you take the same picture and post it as a reel, as a story, and as a post, it's still the same 10 points, okay? But I do recommend you posting it across various things of content. Now, that being said, at the end of every day, you are responsible for checking in with your coach. All right, every day you are responsible for checking in with your coach at the end of the day to turn in your numbers. When you get your numbers, okay, when you get your numbers, what you need to do is, and you tally them up, what we're asking you, when you do a follow-up, you put either the first name, last initial of the person, or first initial, last name, and you turn that in. Hey, I had 10 exposures today. Here's how I did it. These people from Facebook, this person who at the grocery store, this person talked to me because I was wearing a button. Be specific in your captains, but put a point total there, and your captains on the evening are going to randomly select one or two people to go through. You might get randomly selected, but they're going to go through your point totals to make sure they're right. Okay. If there is a day that goes by with the next 90 days, and we will have scheduled off days, don't worry. But over the next 90 days, if you don't turn in your numbers, then you will be removed from the team, removed from the group. You have to be accountable. Accountability. Imagine if your boss at work said, hey, Jeff, yeah, bro, you can just come to work when you want. We have a new policy at Whataburger where everybody comes to work when they want. They would be out of business tomorrow. Okay? We have accountability here for the next 90 days. And again, it's all voluntary. All right? It's voluntary. I just want to help you build the habits. Okay? All right? Next up, and you don't get points for your daily check-in. You just get kicked out if you don't do it. That is a fact. All right? And then the captains are not going to be playing. This takes a lot of time, money, energy, and effort for them to make this stuff happen. And I know some people, it's not a bad idea. Some people are going to, you can combine it. Hey, this week, we're going to get graphics made for so-and-so. We'll all pitch in $5. But, 2 weeks from now, we all pitch in, and then we get my graphics package, from Cali or from Elizabeth, however you want to do it. But you can coordinate like that. But don't do our people dirty. We don't allow that. Next up, personal development. If you read 10 pages of a book or listen to 10 minutes of an audio book, you get 10 points for that. Okay, now I listen to an hour today. Well, that's good, 10 points. I listen to 30 minutes a day. Good, no, that's good, but 10 points, okay? It's just what it is. If you listen to a motivational video or a podcast or videos about MLM skills specifically, MLM skills, you get 10 points for that. And it's a minimum of 10 minutes on the video, okay? You watch a video, 20 minutes long, and it taught you how to be a better prospector or how to close people better. Guess what? 10 points. And you put that. Got 10 points today from, I listened to an audiobook called Icebreakers by Tom Big Al Schreider. I got my 10 points. And then I watched a video by Tony Robbins on generating rapport. It was 20 minutes long, 17 minutes long. Or I watched a TED Talk on confidence. Great, 10 points. And so once you put all this stuff together, you are going to put at the bottom of the message that you put in the group. And ask your captains, do they want you to direct message them? Or do they want you to post it in y'all chat group when you're done with your stuff for the day? But put your point total as an individual at the bottom so that your captains have an easy time adding up the 5 or 10 team members that they have, okay? Now, next up, your paper list check. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a one-time 20 points for posting your 20 reasons why in your chat group. Okay, in your group with your team, you post your 20 reasons why, because your captains need to know what these are. They're just going to kind of peruse it. They'll probably copy and save it and put it in a folder on their phone. This is my team's 20 reasons why. Here's my team's check-ins in case any discrepancies, little folders on the phone. And you'll get a one-time 20 points for that, because you don't have to do that one twice at all. If you do not, for example, on a day, get any signups or any exposures, that's okay. That's okay. Let's say, for example, you just added some new contacts to your cell phone, or you added some new contacts to your Facebook page, or you got some new followers, okay? For every 5 new contacts, you get 10 points. For every 5 people you add to your list, you get 10 points. If you add 3 people, that's 6 points. If you add 8 people that day, it's still only 10 points. So 10-point max for every 5 people you add. If you add 1 person to your list that day, you just get 2 points. Good job. But if you add 20, it's 10 points. All right. So 5 new contacts. They could be new Facebook followers. They can be a new follow on Instagram. They can be somebody who you just got the number, added it in your phone. Totally up to you. That's what it is. When you invite people or invite prospects to a business presentation or a webinar, okay, even if things don't show up, but they said they would, you get 5 points for the invite. Now, if they attend, you already know you get 10 points. And obviously, if you invited them, you get the 5 points for the invite. But even if you invite them and they say they're going to go, I'm going to do my best, but they don't show up, but they did acknowledge that you invited them, even if they don't show, even if they lie and say they're going to show and don't, but they acknowledge that you invited them. Oh man, look, I really want to go, but I just can't make it. Sounds good to me. You still get 5 points. If oh man, I really want to make it, I'll be there. 100% I'll be there, and they don't show up, it's cool. 5 points. You still get points for just extending the invitation. All right, for inviting. All right. If you conduct a product, this is my favorite thing. If you conduct a product demonstration in person or a business opportunity in person, like you meet with somebody over coffee or somebody's over at the house and you do a home meeting, you get 50 points per person that you expose the business to. If Lillian Corville does a home meeting and 3 people show up and one of them's in business, but 2 of them aren't, she does a presentation, even if they don't sign up, that's still 50 points per person. If I go meet somebody for coffee and we talk about the business, even if they don't sign up, 50 points per person. The #1 highest activity is meeting with an individual to expose them to the products, or maybe share with them the business, even if it takes 5 or 10 minutes. It doesn't matter. That is 50 points. Now, I will say this. Ladies, be very, very weary of meeting with gentlemen. Gentlemen, be very, very weary of meeting with ladies without another lady present. I'm just telling you, not a good look. Very difficult. There's a lot of money maybe left on the table with that, but that's just a general rule that is hard to go wrong with in today's day and age, especially if you've never met the person before. I got to get these 50 points. I'll meet somebody. No, you won't. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. I'm talking about people who you know, people you work with, but you never really expose the business to them. You've been working with this person every day for 7 years. Hey, Jeff, look, man, I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to work at this place till I'm 67, because that's the new retirement age. Are you trying to work here till you're 67? Nah, man. Well, look, I got an escape plan. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to work. Let's grab a cup of coffee. Let me know when you're free this week. When you're free this week, let's grab a cup of coffee. I just want to show you my escape plan, and I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your opinion on it. I want to get your thoughts on it. Okay? It can be something as simple as that. Even if Jess says no, 50 points. All right, 50 points. Here's one of my favorite ones. Recognize or post a product testimonial or success story about one of your team members. That's 15 points per post. Okay, if your team member got bronze qualified, sound like 15 points to me. If they lost 11 pounds, sound like 15 points to me. If they hit a certain level, 500 BV, and you take a little banner and post it, I want to congratulate Jeff on making $1,000 in commissions, sound like 15 points to me. You can rack up a ton of points on recognition, okay? Almost done. I know everybody's sleepy. Y'all hurting out here. All right, almost done. Let me check these questions because we are about 3 minutes left. Let me just see any questions that I need to answer. Any questions? Are we good right now? Any questions? One person, husband and wife equal 1? Yes, they equal 1. All right, any questions? Any questions? And then put them in the chat if y'all got any questions. If not, we good? I know y'all taking a lot of notes. This will be posted. The recording will be posted. Do not worry. All right, next up. If you post content on social media, even if it has nothing to do with business or edifying anybody, you still get 5 points. If you post a reel or a story or a post, even if it's just something funny, something to laugh at, it's still helping people get to know you. You still get 5 points for that. Every time you post, you get 5 points. If you conduct a coaching call with a team member, okay, that's 10 points. If you conduct a coaching call with 2 or 3 team members, one of them, you're teaching them how to launch their business online, but you're talking to them on the phone, 10 points. If you help, they're already in business and you're trying to help them really figure out how to dial it and get it to the next level, 10 points. When you conduct coaching calls with your team, those are 10 points per call. Very, very important there, all right? Next up, growing your social media. We already talked about that, getting new friends and followers. We talked about the point totals for that. If you exercise for 40 minutes, you get 25 points. If anybody exercises during the week, even if it's 2 days a week, on those days, you get 25 points for exercising, okay? If you eat a healthy meal and you have to document it, hey, I worked out for 30 minutes today. I did the elliptical at the gym on Planet Fitness in Boston for 15 minutes. Then I switched to the treadmill for 2 minutes. I realized I'm not really good at running. Then I got on the bicycle and did 25 minutes on the bike, 27 minutes, 28 minutes on the bicycle. That's my 40 minutes today, okay? You can even walk for 40 minutes. All right, you can even walk. You can even walk and stretch, do some different things. But at the end of the day, 40 minutes of exercise is going to get you 25 points. And then you need to document, you know, where you worked out. You have to get all the specifics, but just the general image of what you did and where you did it at, okay? Then you got eating a healthy meal, okay? When you eat a healthy meal, that's an extra 15 points. If it's what you know and I know, we both know what a healthy meal is. If you eat a healthy meal, that's 15 points. You have a vegan meal, you put some, you know, whatever it is, if it's healthy, no donuts, no cakes, no cookies, no pies, no soft drinks. When you eat a healthy meal, you get 15 points, okay? So after the first week, which is just 50 exposures, flat out, blunt force trauma to the marketplace, and you get that over with, the next week, we're gonna start this particular set of activities. You'll have a printed out list that you can follow along with. But once we see what the, you know, what points people are averaging and stuff like that, we're gonna have some different weekly challenges that we do. For example, we're going to be doing a sales blitz. Any sales blitzes any sales made during a sales blitz time period, you're going to get double points for those sales. Sometimes you're going to be doing a recruiting campaign, a special campaign. Anybody you recruit during that time period, you'll get double points for that. So it just depends. We're going to take a look at everything and see how it goes. Of course, we'll have the weekly leaderboard for transparency and motivation. We're going to have monthly reviews, obviously. An ever-growing learning and development resource library. And we got prizes that'll be things like cash, training sessions, public recognition, gifts from Amazon, things like that. Except if you're overseas, we have to do some different type of gifts for y'all because for some reason, some shipping services just don't be overseas like they're supposed to be. And that's happened to me, so it is what it is. So do you have any, yeah, and that's pretty much all we got as far as the scoring and everything. Does anybody have any questions before we wrap up? I know we've had a lot of time on the internet today. I know we've had a lot of time. It could be, yeah, it could be 2 20-minute sessions. It can even be walking. But if you walk, okay, do me a favor, do marching in one place at some point. Get those knees and hips up, please, or pump those arms all the way to the ceiling. You've been walking really great since you've been like, you know, 1 year old. You've been walking your whole life. All right, been walking your whole life. Let's take it to another level. Let's just try to take it to another level. And if you're gonna walk, make it count. All right, Jessica Hill made a great question. So, okay, yeah, gotta get the lymph system put. All right, cannot forget about this. This is so important. Cannot forget about this. Yeah, we have the t-shirts. If you wear a t-shirt, let me get my points for that. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's 10 points. Hold on 1 second. Let me just double check. Yeah, buttons, t-shirts, and things of that. I have that in a section. I'm just looking for it. Where did it go? That's not it. Where did my point stuff go? 1 second. Looking for my point. There we go. If you wear a t-shirt out and about and you gone from your home for at least an hour on that day, that is 20 points. If you wear a button and you are gone from your house at least an hour, that is 20 points. If you have a car magnet and you are out and about from your home at least 1 hour, that is 20 points. If you use drop cards, those are 2 points per card dropped. Not a whole lot you can do with those. 2 points per card that you put somewhere. And if you work leads, you get 2 points per lead. You get 2 points per lead emailed or texted. All right, 2 points. And that you can't count the same lead twice in a row. That's just how it works. All right. But that's t-shirts, buttons, and car magnets. Now the t-shirts and the buttons, t-shirts I know come from Coach Marcus. Car magnets from Coach Sonic. We put out the lead drop card websites out yesterday that I was doing. I'm trying to see, Coach Marcus, I got my buttons from you. Who else does the buttons? Who did I miss yesterday? But I thought you did the buttons. Because the ones I got came from you. Seymour, okay, Seymour. See, the Coach Marcus or Seymour can get the buttons done for you. It's totally up to you. Let me come back on camera, show you some of my favorite buttons that I like. Yeah, Coach Sonic does drop cards too. I do drop cards as well, totally up to y'all. If you do reach out to me for drop cards, I do have the scripts that I use. I sent those to some people yesterday for you to pick out the ones that you want. Totally up to you. Decal, shirt, and button 60 points. Yes. We promote our business the way LA Lakers fans do in LA and the way Dallas Cowboys fans do in Dallas. Like, you got a jersey on for Troy Aikman, who don't know you, never met you, and is already rich, but I don't see him with no paraphernalia on for their brand. That's crazy. So right now, let me just show you. These are some of my favorite buttons. I wore this one out today. I didn't get anybody to bite, but I got a bunch of people staring at it at the Five Guys, and that's good. I'll take my 20 points. Okay, y'all see that one right there? Here's another one, another button right there. One of the weight loss buttons. Those are super cool too. And there's so many great t-shirts out there. So many great t-shirts to get people to talk to you. Here's another button. We rocked this one for a long time. That's another button pattern right there. Yeah, car magnets are great. We love car magnets. Yep, good stuff. Okay, so that's what you do with those. Does anybody have any questions before we wrap up? Any questions at all? I know we've been on a long time. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Elizabeth and Coach Callie also do design. So if you want a certain t-shirt or a button, they might do the design for it. Then you can send it to Coach Marcus for a t-shirt or something like that. It's totally up to y'all. Again, you don't have to do this stuff, but it is what marketers do. A lot of people in network marketing don't even have a marketing budget. They have an entertainment budget. They got a food budget. They got a gas budget, a clothes budget. They give the kids allowances. But a lot of network marketers don't have marketing budgets, which is just crazy to me, which is beyond me, that network marketers don't have marketing budgets. Even if it's $10, even if it's $20, even if you save your marketing budget for two weeks in a row, and then you buy something. Greta, you got drafted. So she said she wasn't picked up for a team. No, Greta, somebody got you. Belinda, you got drafted too. Check your notifications, make sure you're friends, but I know for sure Belinda got drafted. I know for sure. Yeah, Greta got drafted for sure. Who is client services? Whose name is that? Who is client? Somebody said I wasn't picked up. What is your name, client services? Tiffany, you did. Tiffany Scott, you did get picked up. Yep. Greta, Greta got drafted by Patriot Diamonds. So get in touch with Elizabeth and Tommy. Greta and Belinda, look in y'all chat requests or your spam folder. Missy, you got drafted too. Susan Johnson got drafted too. Yes, you did. Yep, Susan got drafted. Tiffany definitely got drafted. Yep. Yeah, we kept the draft going for an hour after. We just had to get everybody else off the call, man. It was rough. Yeah, Tiffany is in Freedom Force with Lynn and Rick. They got a fun team. Yeah, make sure y'all add everybody to y'all. Oh, yours was in your spam folder. Colette, you got drafted too. Yep, you got drafted. You sure did. Chelsea, Chelsea said hers was in the spam folder. So if you don't, Jonice got drafted for sure. Yes, Miss Martin, you got drafted. Check y'all spam folders because if you're not friends with the people who drafted you, you got to check your spam folder because the message request might be in there. Okay, so that was awesome. That was great. Yeah, the draft was fun, man. The draft was lit. All right, so that is you'll sort it out. Eve, we got to get you in the group because Samantha got drafted. Eve, you'd have got drafted, but we didn't see you in the group. I thought for sure you were there. Please message me so we can get you situated. So here's the thing. We can cut the recording, Coach Sonic. I think that's everything we got. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. So